Kanye West has one of the best discographies of all time. But what about the songs that didn't make it onto the albums, or the ones that got leaked? In this video, we're going to look at some of Kanye's best unreleased songs and see what we, as producers, can learn from it. Obviously, the flute is the standout sound, but there are some playful melodic chords underneath. I used the vintage upright instrument from my new Layers Legacy bundle and put down some chords. I used the harmonic minor scale, which gives that suspenseful vibe, and I raised the attack and added some low pass filter to push it to the background a bit more. Next, we have the flutes. I grabbed this one shot from Layers Legacy and put down a simple melody. I also processed it with a room reverb, EQ and reels to wash it out, and paired it with a subtle, stabby flute melody. And for two final melodic elements, I added some synth leads. In the song, they have lots of pitch bends, contrasting the more natural flute. So using one shots, I added some glide notes, leaving us with this. Ronnie J produced the original version of this song, and his drums were super simple. First, we have a clap and hi-hat. And all that was on top of it was a super hard kick. However, I added an 808 as well, just to finish it all off. For our next beat, I wanted to completely switch the vibe, taking inspiration from By Your Side. As you can hear, it has a melodic 808s and heartbreak kind of vibe to it, which all comes from the chords. I used the Retro Rhodes virtual instrument from my new Layers Legacy bundle and put down this progression. The free version of Layers Legacy is out right now. You're getting over 100 free sounds, including access to the light version of Retro Rhodes. I sampled a real Fender Rhodes and turned it into a virtual instrument so you can use it like you've got the real thing. Almost all the sounds used in this video are from the full bundle, and that will include Retro Rhodes and a vintage upright piano with different reverb and processing presets. On top of that, you get Eternal Synth, which has 50 presets from classic vintage synths like the DX7. And of course, you'll get hundreds of one-shots, accents, phrases, vocals, drums, and much more. If you want early access and an exclusive discount code for the full bundle, hit the link below and download the free version now. On By Your Side, the rhythm comes from the piano. I copied our chords, giving them a similar bounce, and used the vintage upright warped preset with some reverb and compression. Then I wanted to take some inspiration from a song that was only released in Japan as a bonus track on Graduation.
See what I want so much, she never heard this bad, never did this before, that's what the virgin said.
That album had a really uplifting feel to it, with a lot of the sounds being quite glitzy and cute. So for our beat, I used this Eternal Synth preset and arpeggiated the chords. Most of Kanye's songs from this era were produced by the man himself. He would sample drum breaks to give it that acoustic sound. I started our drums with this perk loop from my new bundle. Then all I did was beef it up by layering sounds. First, 2 snares. Then we have some tonal perks. Second to last, I added some string accents and phrases which can be heard on By Your Side. And finally, 2 kicks and a bass, all from Layers Legacy. One of the many reasons that Kanye is such a musical genius is that he's so versatile. In some of his most recent work, Donda 2, which never got an official release, he was very inspired by Future, who was actually meant to executive produce the project. One beat in particular stood out to me.
Cook the dog, let me cook it, yeah. Jock lands out the bush, yeah. Dog see, go serve, yeah. The gold diggers I deserve.
It sounds like a sample, but we're gonna make something similar from scratch. First, I grabbed a brass one shot and washed it out with processing and put down a simple melody. Then added a one-note flute with reverb. Now Wheezy produced this, and his drums always hit so hard. First we have a simple hi-hat and snare. And to finish it off, there's a spins 808 and rack kick. Finally, let's take a look at probably Kanye's most sought after unreleased song. It's a very simple beat revolving around these bright synth chords. Then there's a thunderous bass underneath, so I use this preset from Eternal Synth. After that, for the drums, I wanted to use something similar to what you can hear on the most anticipated track from Vultures. The drums consist of a tonal perk layered with a snare. Then a bouncy kick. Next, taking more inspiration from the same song, I added a switch up. I changed the bass and made it more jumpy, added in some synth accents, and second to last, I put in a vocal chop inspired by Kanye B. To finish it all off, I did a piano outro using the vintage upright, inspired by this beautiful Kanye and Don Toliver unreleased track.
See the way, lessons in my dreams like I'm living it up. Searching lessons in my dreams like I'm living it up. Topping stoppers on the beams, no, I'm living it up.